Hey guys, what's up? It's Blythe. Today I just wanted to take you around the garden, kind of show you guys what's going on here in end of November, December. I moved here in January, so I kind of have a smaller kitchen garden and then like a little tunnel garden, and then I'm experimenting with some in-ground stuff, which I've never done before, so just trying to figure that out here at this new house. So I'll take you guys around, we'll start in the kitchen garden, and then we'll go from there. So this is my very small kitchen garden that is definitely not finished yet. The plan for this space is to kind of, put a lot more like herbs and like maybe do like a tea garden, cocktail garden type thing, like get a few more beds where the grow bags are at right now, and obviously fill the rest in with pea gravel. It's just, it's a work in progress. I had my baby in February and then kind of threw this together. We moved in January, had my baby in February, and then I threw this together like literally within a month and a half after I had her. Just kind of like, I gotta have something, I really didn't know if I was gonna have a garden this year, but I was just like itching. So this is kind of what we threw together. So I'm just gonna kind of show you guys what all we have so far. Obviously some things are going to change, but some things are permanent. So starting with this first bed, I have saffron crocus. So I bought these from Baker Creek Seeds, and I have no experience growing crocus at all, but they definitely came up and they did bloom. Like I said, didn't have a whole lot of experience growing these, so I wasn't, exactly very sure about how to harvest. And so the birds and the squirrels ended up getting to my saffron before I was able to harvest and dry it. So now I know next time you have to harvest them right when they open up, so I'll be like double checking it every single day to get that saffron spice. So, but they look kind of cool right now. They just have like all this green and looks pretty cool, just kind of in there like that. So the next thing that we have going this way is gonna be lemon thyme. And I brought this from the old house and it really like took off here. So you can see like it's just beautiful. It smells amazing. And I actually do use it quite often in my cooking. Right over here next to that is chives, which I also brought from our old house, and they also took off and started growing really well. Rosemary, this thing got huge. So I don't know, I might have to move a few things around just because they're like a little bit cramped right here, but we'll see. But these are definitely like things, like the herbs and stuff that I want to keep kind of in this kitchen garden area. Behind that I've got some lettuce growing. I've been kind of just picking off of everything, just kind of like every once in a while coming out here and grabbing a few little things of lettuce. Next to that I've got some, I cannot tell you the name of this, I'll put it up on the screen. I think it was a free seed from Baker Creek. So It's really delicious though. Over here, this is I'll put the name on the screen, but I believe it's Kamatsuma or something like that. Really tasty, extremely prolific, like huge. So next to that, I've got my grow bag of asparagus, and it moved with us as well. So it's doing really good. Next year will be year 3, so I'll be able to try it. Coming to this side, this back side of the garden, I actually have garlic in grow bags. I ran out of space kind of in my beds. So we've got Enchilium red garlic. I've got 2 of those. And then Lore's garlic, which is already coming up. So moving on from the garlic to, let's just go to the middle here. These grow bags had beets, like different kinds of beets in them. And something that I didn't have to deal with in my old house that I'm dealing with now is squirrels. They are just like ripping my beets out. So I'm trying to figure that out. I think that they're using my grow bags to store nuts in and ripping my beets out in the process. So that's something that I'm gonna have to figure out. Yeah, but we're figuring it out. Coming over to this side is a few more herbs. We've got just some regular thyme. You can see my little ceramic thyme tag. Also very delicious, and have been using this very regularly. Next to that, we've got oregano. It's kind of like spread itself all over this bed a little bit, but that's okay. I'm not really too sure if it will survive a frost, but we will see. Next to that is actually my jalapeno pepper plant that survived a frost, which was interesting because the last frost that we had was much colder than they said it was going to be. It was supposed to be just right at 32, and I think it got down to like 29. So there is obviously frost damage on this thing. This is a volunteer pepper. It is the jigsaw pepper. Came up in one of my grow bags that I brought over from our old house. So of course I saved it, but it just started producing peppers. So I'm gonna pick all those off before the frost tonight and just kind of let this one go too, probably. Next to the peppers, we've got a few sporadic carrots that came up. Just like probably 3 or 4, honestly. I don't know, like 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, something like that. And some garlic that just didn't fit in my grow bags. It's already kind of starting to come up. I just kind of planted it all like on this side. Next to that is a big patch of arugula. I love arugula. It is so good. I would eat it all the time, every day. And last but not least, next to that is some lemon balm that was damaged in the frost, and it'll probably get taken out tonight unless I cover it, but I probably won't. Also brought this from our old garden. So moving on from the kitchen garden, this is kind of where we have like a whole acre that goes out to the tree line here. This is where I kind of grew most of my summer garden, in this tunnel, but I'm gonna take it down for the spring garden and probably use these cattle panels as a fence around my actual garden space that I want. And then get a few more to do arch trellises and stuff inside of that garden. But yeah, I do have a few things growing in here right now. I've got some garden peas and snap peas. So they're doing okay. We've got a few on there. These are the garden peas, and then these are the snap peas with like the bigger leaves and stuff. And these are like purple experimental peas from Row 7 Seed Company, and they are literally delicious. Like, I just like julienne them up and then saute them with some eggs, and it's amazing. It's so delicious. A few more on this side. Some more of the Row 7 snap peas over here. So cute. And then more just garden peas that are not quite ready yet, but getting there. So yeah, they're here, they're hooking on, you know, they're doing their thing. This is kind of my first time ever doing in-ground gardening. So it's been interesting. I need to get a soil test, but I've just kind of been putting it off and like just seeing what can grow here. And there's been some good things, there's been some bad things. This is kind of an experiment for me too. Right here I've got two just like rows of brassicas, and this first row I decided to try just, you know, tilling it up a little bit as much as I could, which wasn't a lot. So I was still, you know, pretty much postpartum when I did this, so I tried not to do too much. But I put just like fresh garden soil on top with like a little bit of compost and fertilizer, and then on this bed I did duck manure. So it's just the Georgia red clay with duck manure, and it has definitely outperformed this one. So I'm assuming that the soil needs a little more nitrogen, which I think is what duck manure has the most of. But of course I'm going to do a little more research. If you guys have any suggestions for me, please leave them in the comments. But I've got like, these are Brussels sprouts here. They're not doing much. They're pretty small. I mean, I wasn't expecting like a huge, you know, fall garden this year. Obviously I'm going to try to cover them up for the frost just to see what I can do. Just let them keep growing. You know, I gave them some fertilizer a few weeks ago and they seem to be doing a lot better. So I believe these are cauliflower. It's all just kind of a mix of cauliflower and broccoli, because like things died and then I went and bought some more starts, and then we went to the plant sale and bought some starts, you know, so everything's just kind of, you know, shaping up. I'm gonna assume this is cauliflower, I believe. So yeah, all these little guys, more Brussels sprouts. This guy is doing the best over here. I believe this is broccoli, so hopefully we'll be eating some delicious broccoli soon. And then starting at the back of this side, I believe we have more. I think I planted mostly Waltham broccoli. So I believe these, I don't know what happened to these guys. They got some stuff going on. Maybe a little too much nitrogen. I don't know. We're just out here figuring it out. Broccoli rabe here. Some cabbage. Some red cabbage, which is freaking gorgeous. Like, oh my gosh, how beautiful. And then Caraflex cabbage, which this one's ready. I just need to pick it. More broccoli rabe. And then I know for sure that this one here was Flame Star cauliflower, so it was an orange cauliflower, which I think that one is too. Not doing too great. So we'll just see what happens. You know, I'm not really worried about it. This is just kind of like my first garden here, kind of just figuring it out. And it is about 9 o'clock here, so this area is where I'm going to be doing my garden. It pretty much gets full sun all day. Anyway, this is going to be like so we've got like the back of our garage here slash my pottery studio. I've got a little Beers Black Fig here that I brought from the house. Poor thing finally put out its first figs, and then of course it decided to freeze. So hopefully I'll be getting some next year. But anyway, this is like the back of our garage here, and so right here is gonna be my garden, and we're working on it. You know, I've got some garden beds coming. We're making a plan, so we'll see what we're going to be able to do with this space next year. I also just wanted to share my Torch Minty Ice Lavender that has come up beautifully, and it is out here next to the kitchen garden, which I believe I'm going to be planting it either in the kitchen garden or around the kitchen garden. So, and of course it is in this handmade planter by me. Ta-da! So cute.